Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my friends. I am Gentleman Jack, and welcome to my channel. We are back with episode 3 of EMC to the Skies. So where we left it last time was we were working on the Road to Steel. We got all of these quests done, and we were just getting ready to get into these. So we could go ahead and get some steel and get some other things rolling here. Now, as you can see, wandering around here behind me in the intro, we did actually randomly have a cow spawn on our island, which is pretty cool. So one thing I'm going to do real quick before we do anything else with Mr. Cow is grab a bucket, come back over here, and grab some milk, and then throw that in the transmutation table. So that way, I'm sure everybody knows, but milk actually removes any kind of status effects. So if we ever have any issue with any kind of status effect, we now have access to milk. And actually, it has a really high EMC value. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and throw some of that in there. Now actually one thing I want to take a look at here. No. Okay. So last episode we did create the bioresource generator here, which does require water. In some mod packs I've played, they have a sink that basically gives unlimited water, but it doesn't look like we have that in this pack. Now, another thing I did, pretty much actually the only thing I did between episodes, was I went ahead and threw a hopper under our sequential fabricator here, so that way all of the bone meal that we're crafting, instead of just, piling up here and then not being able to function anymore, goes directly into a chest. So we have more of that available, and we can throw it in here to get the energy. Alright, so nap a day keeps the phantoms away. So for right now, I think we're just going to leave Mr. Cow be. Hello. Good cow. And, well, we'll decide what, if anything, we're going to do with him later. But yeah, for right now, he'll just be our friend. So, let's continue on with our quest line here. Alloy kiln and blast brick. So, same as the coke oven, craft the 3x3x3, whack it with the hammer. A single piece of coal coke can turn one iron ingot into a steel ingot and takes about 60 seconds. A coal coke block burns for 600 seconds, so it is more coal coke efficient to burn a block of coal coke and 10 iron ingots rather than block to block. You can also use charcoal, but it's extremely inefficient. Alright, so we need to make blast bricks. So brick, nether brick, and magma block. So blast brick. So we only need 27 of these. We crafted more for the other ones, but that was not necessary at all. Alright. We'll just go ahead and put it corner to corner with that one. And we can always swap things around later if we need to. Boom. Cool. Alright, so the quest book suggests doing blocks. Let's see, what was the amount again? Alright, 600 seconds, so a block of coal coke and 10 iron ingots. Cool, so we only need the one. Well, for now anyway. Block of coal coke, iron. Perfect. So this is going to give us steel, which is going to be very important for essentially just going forward in the game. All right, so that is smelting. Let's see what else we have. So 2x2x2 multi-block. So it's just brick and red sandstone. Oh, just brick and sandstone. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and make one of those. Why not? I know a lot of the alloys can be kind of difficult to make early on. So if that helps, if this helps with that, then I'm all for it. All right, so 2x2x2. I think we actually only need 4. We'll see. As always, math is not my strong suit. Okay, yeah, no. We need 8. All right, boom, 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 boom. Wait, I'm doing, no, okay, each one gives us 2. So that's good. We can learn this, perfect. I mean, honestly, this is probably one of those things where we're not going to need much of once we get the initial thing built, but we shall see. Alloy kiln. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we did this. Oh, we... Okay, we didn't get 8 kiln blocks all at the same time. That is alright, though, because we have them in here. There we go. Perfect. Now we can put those back. All right, good to go there. So now 30 steel. 30 steel should be enough to make the metal press, which you will need to move on to tier 2 resources. Okay. So that will give us a drawer controller and a drawer key, which is nice. Storage drawers is a fantastic storage mod that I've played with quite a bit in the past. You have drawers and they hold 1 item per drawer, and you can make different types. So there's one that's just 1 huge drawer, and then one that's split up into 2, top and bottom, so each drawer can hold a different item, and then one that's split up into 4. You can do it different wood types, different trims, a lot to it, but very cool, and actually pretty intuitive mod as well. So looks like we will be getting into that very soon, which is cool. Although in this pack with Project E, we don't necessarily really need a whole lot of storage, but it's still good to have, I guess. 9, 10, there we go. Okay, so go ahead and dump these in the blast furnace. All right, cool. So we've got our iron ingot, our block of coal coke, steel, slag, which I guess is the byproduct of alloying. Alloying? Is that even a word? Anyway, of making an alloy of the iron ingot and the coal coke to get the steel. I'm sure we'll come up with resources for that, or uses for that later, rather. All right, so at this point, to move on in this quest line, we are just waiting for the steel ingots, which looks like it is going to be a minute. So, yeah, we'll be right back as soon as we have those ingots.
2,000 years later.
All right, we are back with 30 steel ingots. That took forever. So now we get our drawer controller and our drawer key. And now it looks like we have to make a metal press. So similar to the 3x3s you've already done, craft the required blocks for the metal press, place them down, and right-click the piston with the hammer. Consult the engineer's manual if you are unfamiliar with the layout of a metal press, which I am actually. So we're gonna go ahead, have ourselves a little nap, and so let's look at what we need here. So heavy engineering block, piston, 2 steel scaffolding, redstone engineering belt, and 2 conveyor belts. All right, so this is immersive engineering. So let's try the heavy engineering block first. Oh my, okay. So we need steel plate, all right. So we need 4 of those, right? Oh, for each, okay, yeah, we need 4 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Smack that with the hammer, there we go. So that's taken care of then. So we need a steel mechanical component, which is 4 of these with a copper ingot. So we'll grab our copper here. And then 4 of those, boom. And then make these. Okay, cool. And then finally, a block of steel. Okay. Alright, so we have our heavy engineering block. That does not have any EMC. And now I have to remember how to make a piston. We're just going to do it the easy way. Piston. Alright, so 3 wood, 1 iron, and 2 cobble. There, there, there. Cool. Alright, now let's learn that so we never have to craft that again. And then go back to immersive. Alright, and see how we're doing here. Alright, so heavy engineering block piston. We also need 2 steel scaffolding. So we need 3 steel ingots, 3 steel rods, and we have 1. Okay. So it looks like their assumption that 30 steel would be enough was not accurate. So we'll go ahead and grab this. No, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Alright, so we got our block of coal coke. We have our iron ingot. Let's go ahead and grab some more coal to start some more coal coke while we're over here. Alright, there we go. We will have this crafted up here before too long.
70 years later.
Okay, well that took forever again. So we have another 40 steel ingots here, so we should be able to go ahead and finish up. Oh, and in the time it took, our cow seems to have despawned, but we now have a sheep. So hello fella. So yeah, we should be able to go ahead and finish up everything here. So we've got our steel scaffolding. And I believe, no, okay. So redstone engineering block and 2 conveyor belts. So here's our redstone engineering block. So we'll make our redstone engineering blocks. And now we also need conveyor belts. Conveyor belt, cool. Oh boy. Of course. So we need 3 leather, 2 iron. Let's see if there's any other way to make leather that we have access to currently. Drying basin? We don't have any rotten flesh though. Okay, no, there is not. So let's go ahead and sleep. Let's see, maybe our cow just kind of wandered. No, he's gone. Alright, that's okay. No, let's leave you. We could AFK on the off chance that we will get a cow to spawn. Or what we could do is go back to this quest here, this original quest under Journey Begins, and go with the animal bait. Let's see. Oh, cow bait. There we go. So 2 pieces of wheat makes a cow bait. Okay, but for that, we're going to need a new platform to start our animals on. Which, you know what, that's okay. We can do that. So we're going to go ahead and build a platform about 32 blocks out that way. It's going to be exactly the same as this one. We will get our animal bait set up and we'll start some animal farming over there. So yeah, back in a bit. All right, so here we are. The new platform is completely built. It's another 33 diameter circle, and we do have some dirt coming down the walkway there from the other platform to hopefully get some grass in this area. And then once we have grass, we'll be able to put the animal bait down and get some cows. So as exciting as the prospect of watching grass grow is, I think we're going to go ahead and do that in a time lapse. Well, I personally don't know what could be more exciting than watching grass grow for very long periods of time. But hey, here we are. Okay, so we have this whole... Actually, we're going to run and sleep before we do our little what happened here, because I do believe, yep, we've got phantoms. Stay away, murder pigeons. Nope. Leave me alone. Hopefully this, yep, there we go. Cool. All right, so we have lots of animals all over the place. But yeah, we got our platform over here, all grassed in. There are already some animals starting to spawn. We have a pig, we have a chicken. Oh, it tells you when it's going to lay its next egg. That's really cool. Another chicken, and some dogs. Hopefully we'll get some bones before too long, so we can get those guys tamed up. So I think first order of business is to get this bridge cleaned up. So we'll get all of these pushed back, and then hopefully we can use Ultimine. Yep, just take care of all of those. And then get our little platform here, or platform, no, our little cover area there that saved us from actually getting killed by those phantoms. All right, so, oh yay, eggs have EMC value. Now, while I was building this and waiting for the grass to grow and all that, I actually did have a cow spawn over here. Unfortunately, I wasn't recording at the time. But we do have leather now, which is awesome. So let's get back to Road to Steel. And so we were making, that's right, conveyor belts. So we need iron, redstone, and leather. Get these crafted up here. And yeah, that should be what we need for the metal press. Kinetic dynamo. Nice. A dynamo has been provided for you already, but you will need some way to utilize it for power. Your 2 main options with immersive currently are the water wheel and windmill. These are passive sources of power instead of requiring a fuel source like the Fernator or Magmator from the first chapter. These are not your only options, but they are easiest to get set up with your current resources. Consult the engineer's manual for more information regarding them and other options with the mod. Okay, so some wires and coils and things. Watermill, windmill. watermill and windmill. There we go. All right, so wait, let's make sure we have all of this stuff that we can learn. Can't do that. Can do that. Not that though. All right, so we're gonna grab, there it is, immersive engineering. So we need to look up, oh, and we need to actually grab this stuff as well. Not sure what we're actually gonna need for this, so we'll just grab everything immersive. Okay, cool. So let's take a look here. Heavy machinery, metal press. All right. The metal press is an automated way of shaping metal. It uses a high pressure piston to press a mold onto an ingot, forming it into a plate, rod, or other metal components. The structure is created as shown above. To form the multi-block, click the piston with an engineer's hammer. Power is input through the top and items through the conveyors, obviously in the direction of movement. The lower middle block is the redstone control port. Right-clicking it with an engineer's screwdriver allows you to invert the redstone control. Okay, so we need scaffolding, the redstone engineering block, scaffolding, then conveyor, piston, and then the heavy machine block on top. Alright, that shouldn't be too bad. So we'll come over here, do that and that. Throw that there. That there. Nope. That there. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put that. Nope. These are tricky to place. Alright, so we're going to put that on top, and then that should let us put the piston here. Nope. In theory. There we go. Alright, now I should be able to click that. Yes. Nice. Okay, let's also throw the engineer's workbench down. I don't know what this does. Put that there. Okay, cool. So it gives us different molds that we can make, I guess. Nice. Alright, so the kinetic dynamo. Let's find out what that is. Windmills and water wheels, connecting these to a dynamo will generate power based on how fast they turn. The water wheel is a fairly easy way of powering a dynamo. Its turning speed is based on the water flowing around it. So for optimal results, you'll want to direct the water in a semicircle from top down one side and along the bottom. Up to 3 water wheels can be placed against each other. The windmill is a free and easy way of generating power, albeit not a very powerful one. Its speed depends on the space in front of it, with its kinetic output reducing greatly if airflow is obstructed. Additionally, weather conditions like rain or thunderstorms result in stronger winds and increased rotation speeds. Let's see, your wind-based power generation can be improved by covering the blades of your windmill in cloth. Doing so increases the surface area and with it the rotation speed and energy output. The required sails are crafted from tough hemp fabric and applied to the windmill by right-clicking it in the world. Let's go ahead and throw the kinetic dynamo up here. I assume that is the way it goes. And the wrench does not work on this. Okay. Alright, that's alright. So let's look into the water wheel. So we need 4 water wheel segments and a steel ingot. So for this we need the treated wood planks. So that means we just need to craft it. Alright, cool. So we have the water wheel. Let's go ahead and make a windmill as well. Alright, we're going to need some more treated wood, but that is no problem because we should have a ton of... yeah, we have a ton of creosote in here. And I did actually make one of these mechanism tanks to be able to hold that. Because I figured that was going to be a lot easier than just having like 57 buckets in a chest somewhere. Sweet. Okay, cool. That is very helpful. So we'll go ahead and throw those buckets back. Alright, so we need 3 more of the windmill blades. And then we need iron. Alright, sweet. So we have completed that chapter now. We can go ahead and throw that in there so we can start making some more coal coke. And yeah, now we just have to figure out how to use these. So, do we have to? Okay. Let's get this down. And see what to do here. Oh. Okay. So the water wheel won't place. Alright, let's go ahead and throw these treated planks back in there. And then let's just grab some random blocks. Grab some oak. So let's put this up a little bit, see if, there we go. Okay, so that's how you do it. Huh. Alright, so that's good to know. I'm wondering if we connect it with wires to this. Let's consult the book and see what that says. Okay, connecting these to a dynamo will generate power based on how fast they turn. We know that. The energy net of immersive engineering has 4 important blocks: capacitors, connectors, relays, transformers. Okay. Okay. I don't know where to go from here. Because I know we need the kinetic dynamo, and I do believe that needs to be put on top of the machine. I'm not sure if maybe we can run a wire from the dynamo to the machine. That might be a thing that we can do. Okay, let me have a little bit of a futz around with this, see what we can come up with, and yeah, then we'll be right back as soon as we've got a solution here. Okay, so I think we got the power situation figured out here. It seems what you have to do is hook either the water wheel or the windmill directly up to the dynamo, and then that was what that was called, right? Yeah, kinetic dynamo. And then you put wire connectors on top and run a wire between the two. This is running at, or it has 1600 or 16,000 IF, which I'm assuming is the power that immersive engineering uses. So we are all good to go here. And we did actually complete this quest, when we completed the water, or this chapter of the quest line, when we completed the water wheel, that is very difficult to say, the water wheel and the windmill. So now we are ready to get into chapter 2, but I think we are actually going to call it there for today. We got a ton of progress done, got into immersive engineering, and next chapter, I believe, we are ready to start working on the tier 2 resource generation, catalyst, and resource producer, and all of that. So that will be interesting. So that is going to be it today, my friends. If you like this video, click that like button. If you really liked it, click the subscribe button. Maybe even consider clicking the notification bell so you know when I post in the future. And yeah, it's been fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.